Making short chods is simple. There's just a couple of things you need to know. Alright, let's get into it. So firstly, cut off 10 to 12 inches of stiff material. This is dedicated chod filament, but you don't need to worry about the gimmicky nature of that. Any stiff mono or fluorocarbon will do the job. So start by feeding your chosen material through the eye from the front of the hook, that being the pointed side. Leave around 4 centimeters here, which is slightly more than you'll need, but it will make things much easier. You'll see why shortly. So keep a tight hold of that short section while gripping the hook and begin to slowly wind on 6 to 7 turns of the longer length. And pop it back through the back of the hook. This is where you need to moisten the turns and pull it tight. Now spend some time doing this because this will slip, and this is why we've previously left 4 centimeters. Now if it looks like the eye of the hook is full with your chosen material, just pull down on this bit here to free up some space for the next part. This is where you need to pop on your chosen method of bait mount. Swivel, bait screw or ring. I'm going to go with a bait screw on this occasion. I prefer to use a multi-screw with an added link as it gives the bait more freedom and movement and a better hooking potential. Okay, so feed your material through this link and proceed to push it through the back of the hook. If you look closely, you'll see I've cut it at an angle just to aid in the threading process. Now pull it through the hook and almost close the D section. This is where you can get creative and experiment with how short you cut this bit in order to get various sizes and shapes of this D section. Now for the final piece of this part, carefully shield the turns on the hook while melting the end of the material and flatten it to prevent it from pulling back through the eye, being mindful that you only get a second or so to flatten before it sets. You'll find a standard lighter with a metal collar easy, as you can simply flatten it off while it's in your hand rather than wasting time grabbing something else like I've just done. Now for the next part, grab yourself a flexi swivel with a large eye. Now this is the one that's going to run up and down your leader or pop over a naked sleeve to run freely on your mono or fluorocarbon. It's a small one that we're interested in here. Begin threading your material through this. Now form a small loop and twist it twice. Proceed to thread through the material through the loop next to the swivel eye. Moisten and pull through the long tag end and not the hook side. This will ensure you maintain the short section. Now the next part is vital, to be able to cut the tag end short in order to keep it tidy from mounting some putty, and at the same time preventing slippage when you hook your next monster. This is where you need to moisten and really pull at both ends. Also note, I've gripped the long tag end between my teeth to also tighten that side. This is now rock solid. It's going nowhere. You can now clip the tag end really close to that swivel. Apply your putty, screw on your bait, and away you go.